Good afternoon. Welcome to our session today. We would like to discuss more about your journey as a person in recovery, focusing on your wellness role that you play. These four donuts here, well, I do like donuts, but only when I'm in the mood for a sugar rush. Sometimes I feel like I'm a crepe, the French pancake with strawberry jam in it. Why? Maybe because I fall into a slush of speech incoherently and overly manifested and occupied. Then I begin to think I'm a weirdo, that I stand out from the crowd, that I don't really belong here, and now why I'm here at the same time. We ponder over these feelings very often. Everyone has these feelings, so that is very common. We wonder about our existence in life. On a simple note, let us just casually dwell on mental health per se. What is mental health to everyone or you? Looking at this slide, would you like to add anything? Thank you for your sharing. We would like to focus on commonwealth, which means wellness in this sense, where health is wealth. Being healthier means you'll be wealthier. Good things attract more good. So, we come to the question of the day. What do you think is the biggest problem in the world right now? Now let's get more cozy. What is the biggest problem in your life right now? Perhaps you could write that down. I'll give you some time to recollect and jot it down. I would like you to pay attention to these two aspects pertaining to your current condition: pill medicine and personal medicine. Pill medicine is essential at the moment because you are on a wellness journey and the pills you take are to stabilize your condition and is carefully monitored by your doctor and tweaked and fine-tuned according to your needs. But you have control over your condition as well, not just in the diligent responsibility to consistently and conscientiously take your pills, but also to apply the other aspect of medicine, which is personal medicine. This involves exercise, sleep, and food, and all relating to your five senses, which contributes to your living efficaciously. You must develop an orientation, practice good habits, then gain mastery over these conditions in your life, so that you can apply the wellness developmental role in other aspects of your life, career, relationships, and etc. How do we nurture wellness? The coping strategy we were discussing about, let's zoom in. Your sleep hygiene is important. You must have about 7 to 8 hours of sleep daily every night. No shortchange. Dr. Ang, a prominent psychiatrist, strongly recommends that one should watch the talk given by Matthew Walker about how important sleep is in helping you rejuvenate, recharge for the duties of everyday living. With that, your body rhythm is regulated and you are on the green button, green wave throughout the day. This will positively impact your social rhythm. When you feel better, you invigorate, you interact. We then effectively build interdependent relationships, where you realize that looking at I alone in illness, I affect everyone. But if we look at wellness as a we are resilient together. So this helps to build interdependent relationships, which I would like you to hold on your thoughts on the word interdependent, and later on we'll elaborate more. And always remember to cheer up and color your pictorials with pastel colors, all on the spectrum of the rainbow colors. Remember, a baby walks forward, not backwards. They do not know how to do the MJ moonwalk. So keep treading forward diligently. You'll be traveling at the pace you want. Looking at change, there can be a lot of changes in life. However, that may not really be improvements. Some change may be aversive, but improvement means that there is a change and that is positive. So we now come to the 3 C's in our lives. Catch it, check it, change it. Catch what bothers. Check what works. Change for the better. You have a choice. Then you pause and you think, maybe consciously or unconsciously, fear. This automatically sets you in the motion of either fight or flight. Either you forget everything and run, or you face everything and rise. That's fear for anyone. And then we realize that the danger is real, but that fear is a choice and we choose how we respond. So then, we research our life with your condition and dilemmas. Are you taking medicine or using medicine? What are our aims in life? Yes, recovery. Emotionally, effectiveness building inside out. Let's look at the analogy of a chick. A chick that cracks out of an egg is fascinating. However, if the egg cracks out, leading to a premature chick, the chick might be fighting for survival. Here, we also look at another transformation of Mother Nature, the butterfly. How does the butterfly come into being? They transform from a caterpillar to a butterfly. This notation emphasizes to us the change, the transformation that is natural and beautiful, as one evolves regardless of conditions. I would like you to pay close attention to the words on this slide that describes growth. What do you glimpse from this description? Beautiful, ain't it? Growth comes about as we gather from the previous slide, when we build, reinforce, strengthen, and build resilience. This emphasizes that recovery is the consequence of a belief. What do you believe that nurtures your being? So, your beliefs alter your thinking patterns. Look at the words feel, and know. If you center your positive belief and positive thinking on areas in your life, that alters your life. On a closer note, we are never alone. We need a support system that essentially walks us through our journeys in life. We need to trust and entrust the right people in our lives. They are our pillars of our life. On the path of trusting your instinct, you explore how you are feeling. Ironically, we are on autopilot a large portion of our time. Negative beliefs reap negative thoughts. But if you're in tune to your instincts, you bring yourself out of situations that you are careful not to fall into. You search, I am. What is your individual exclusive meaning in your life? What is the mission of your life that is important to you? This leads to a awakening of your senses. Remember, we were previously talking about interdependent relationships, and I mentioned for you to pay attention and look into the word interdependent. When we build ourselves up and are resilient, we have confidence and we articulate and have resilient, independent relationships. We magnify growth and positive change. Instead of being dependent, we move into an independent mode where we are capable and diligent and responsible. Then we go and build ourselves into a healthy community where we can balance independence with interdependence. The word interdependence magnifies a balanced, empowered state of being, where the built relationships are healthy and resilient, the opposite of dependence. If you are interested in looking for more solutions on coping life skills, I recommend that you look up this website. There are plenty of practical examples and advice on living coping. I would like you to go home, find an empty jar, maybe an empty pickle jar. Then write down on post-it stickers your priorities in life, then what life skills you can adopt in hacking life. Then perhaps you can share with our group next session. Life skills are important because they are survival instincts, like a baby coming out of a baby cot. Remember the analogy of growth? While you are on your life hacks project, try to examine your focus on what are problems and what are issues. When we look at issues as tiny, we can deliberate on alternatives, solutions, opportunities. We try other ways and cover all angles. These are our life hacks. We have been focusing on the recovery process, but we are not neglecting the reality of mental illness. So what causes mental illness? There's the chemical imbalance, social or environmental factors, and psychological factors. There are positive symptoms to stress and also negative symptoms. Positive symptoms include hallucinations, delusions, false beliefs, paranoia, and disorganized behavior. While negative symptoms could be lethargy, lack of motivation, social withdrawal, isolation, blunted or flat effect, and disorganized speech. Let's now study this slide. How relevant is this slide for everyone here? This slide symbolizes the stuck state of our feeling, the feeling of being trapped, the feeling of wanting to break up. However, I would like you to acknowledge this following slide. Braver, stronger, smarter, loved. Yes, indeed, you are all these. Okay, with your paper and pencil in hand, I would like you to note down something you miss from your childhood. You are all done? Okay, hang in then. Next, I would like you to write down how you would like to fill in the pages of your life from this point onwards. Now, we fall onto the topic of self-care. Write down all the things for you that represent self-care. Reading this slide, do you remember the times you felt any or all of this? Would you care to carefully write down the times you experienced these feelings, how and why? Perhaps there might be events that you felt that you lacked the sentiments mentioned in the slide before. Write these things down as well. The times you remember that you didn't quite get things right. Now, I wanted to bring up this slide after your exercise on what didn't fall into place because we must always remain positive. Positivity is resilience, and you could be resilient. Whatever happens, remember you are resilient. The light that you shine can lit another candle in your life. Because faith makes everything possible, hope makes everything work, and love makes everything beautiful. And I hope for you that you have all three as you begin every day. Studying this slide on self-care, could you work out a tentative self-care plan for yourself? It can be a simple stepping project on your self-care plan. It need not be too elaborate now. I would like to share this dad's message to a girl named Mel Butchart. It is an important message. These are the simple guidelines in life that reminds us of living healthily and well. So living well, remember to keep these three simple A's in life: accept, adjust, and avoid. Before we move on, could you jot down simply things that you should accept, things that you should adjust, and things that you should avoid? This slide is a sharing I copied from someone's wall, or timeline if you could call that. This is something very reflective and important that applies in various states in our lives and is so real and authentic. This is common and this is part of being human. And we relate to this so many times when we hurt in life. I thought of including this slide so that you can expand on your self-care list or fine-tune some parts of your plan. For us here who are Christians, we resonate how important it is to trust in the Lord. Toning down a little, could you identify areas in your life that you are grateful for? People in your life you are grateful for and why? Things or situations in your life you are grateful for? And conditions in your life that you are grateful for? Finally, I would like you to complete this session with your recovery vision, where the illness is not an obstacle and recovery is different for everyone. Now in this circle, draw or write what recovery means to you.